All right, welcome to the channel. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do a collective energy reading as well as discuss the topic of Saturn, the Saturn energy that we are currently in. Let's see. Let's go back to that. Saturn energy. And okay. So let's start is what is Saturn, or I should say, what does Saturn rule? Saturn rules structure, discipline, boundaries, regulations in a system we must enforce. Mush, I hear you. And the systems that, hey, Monica, where the heck was I? And the systems we must enforce so our hard work pays off. Saturn is a lord of time and reminds us of the importance of patience and long term planning. When Saturn is involved, some kind of caution is advised. Guys and gals, we are in a Saturn retrograde right now that starts June 29th. That goes all the way to November 15th. All right, so let's get ready. All right, so if that sounds boring, well, fair enough. Saturn is considered one of the most oppressive planets. And yes, it is a complete fun sponge. I like how they put that. Compared to benevolent planets such as Life of the Party, Jupiter, or pleasure seeking Venus. I'm sure if you pull up any social media app, whether it's Twitter, oh, please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you know always notified. Twitter, IG, it don't matter. Facebook. You're gonna see some messages about this Saturn retrograde and what it's gonna mean to us. But I'm gonna read a little bit more. Saturn has a job to do, and it's to present you with challenges necessary to step up, take responsibility, and start adulting. Incidentally, it is what your Saturn return is all about and why it generates so many groans. Time to get real, kids. And while Saturn can bring about difficult situations that test our resolve and endurance, the benefit is what we emerge stronger, wiser, and more mature. This is why Saturn is also related to success, ambition in our career. Now, I'm just repeating what I was already saying. Saturn will be in retrograde in Pisces from June 29th to November 5th. Saturn is in the sign of the dual fish swimming in the opposite direction, presenting the spiritual concept of as above, so below, in the heavens, so on earth. Um, Saturn struggles in Pisces. It wants a firm ground on which to lay concrete foundations and the ephemeral. Constantly shifting shores of water sign Pisces are far from solid. All right, so Saturn in retrograde in Pisces. Oh, Lord. Just to hear that. Saturn in retrograde in Pisces. Damn. I'm not an astrologist, but that's heavy. I already know. However, offers an opportunity to revisit and refine our spiritual practices and creative endeavors. It encourages us to reflect on insecurities and boundaries that we enforce on ourselves, enabling us to build inner resilience, turn our dreams into achievable plans, and turn our sorry, I went right into a sentence question, and that's not necessary. Anyway, this is an ideal time to reevaluate your responsibilities. Reflect on current obligations and commitments. Are you taking on too much responsibility? Have you been avoiding it? Are you actually putting way too much effort, into things that don't resonate with your values? You said this energy is going to, yep. Time to switch things up. Some of us, I will say, have been preparing for this for a while. So when you go into this retrograde, you may not feel a massive shift that is so formative to you that you're like caught off guard. If you've already in your higher mind, like I gotta do these things for myself, then this transition is gonna make sense. It's not gonna feel harsh. It's not gonna feel the same thing like when Mercury retrograde. If you go in it with the mind of, things tend to go wrong with Mercury retrograde, things that happen. It's not that the things won't be frustrating. It's just that you kind of in the mindset, I needed this for this time, or this was likely to happen, and now I see why. So, revisiting your long term goals, examine your long term plans and ambitions. Are they still aligned with your true purpose? Have you transformed since that last mood board you made? It could be time to make some adjustment to factor in the person you're becoming. Remember, Saturn is also linked in our professional life, so reflect on your career path and change direction if necessary. Some of our industries are becoming outdated, or the processes within our industries are becoming outdated. How do we become flexible? How do we change? How do we shift? Right? It says, so reflect on your boundaries and your limits. What boundaries have you set in your life? Are they truly serving your best interest? Most importantly, where do you intuitively feel you need a healthy change? Don't be surprised if you realize your current boundaries aren't quite supporting what you really want from life. In that case, rework structures and systems. Again, what I was just saying, some of our systems in place are outdated. So, anyway, they say analyze existing systems and structures in your personal and professional life. How do you go about your day? How do you manage your time? What do you prioritize? This is time to reflect on your life's journey and the lessons you are meant to learn. Reassess your approach to discipline and patience. Work on developing greater self discipline, cultivating patience and long-term perseverance. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Use this retrograde to set realistic goals for your creative projects, turning dreams into structured plans for the future. Now this is Aries, Taurus, Gemini. I'm not going through all of these. I will tell you this is from Women's Health magazine. They break down each sign. I want to do the overall desire for me. uh, hmm. I suggest anybody could take time to look this up. So the planet of responsibilities has a life lesson for everyone, and it comes every 7 years. And they say our bodies change every 7 years. Um, Mars, it says, dictates how you express and respond to anger and frustration in your life. Venus impacts how you show your desires. Your passions and what you expect from a romantic relationship. Mercury determines your communication style and represents your thought process. Jupiter defines the way you grow, see life, and attract luck and abundance. And the moon sign suggests what's hidden in your personality, the true you. So this Saturn retrograde is about to get everybody in. Look, matter of fact, even before this retrograde began, just before I read a byline, I didn't read the whole article, but because I don't eat their food. But McDonald's just did away with AI. Apparently, they were allowing people to order food through AI, and now they went back to humans. Why? Because they had to reevaluate those processes. Perhaps the AI wasn't working out for them. We have to do the same in our processes. What are we doing at work that's not making sense? I know these governments systems need to reevaluate. If you go through a government program for anything, they'll tell you to fax it. Healthcare, it don't matter what it is. I'm like, why I gotta fax it? Why can I email it? No, we only take fax. That's what we always done. They don't want to change. Well, this Saturn retrograde gonna get people right. Change is inevitable. It's coming. I can't believe that people want the government still wants faxes. It don't matter what it is. Oh yeah, just fax it over to my department. Why? If you're not dealing directly with a human, even if you are, they still want everything faxed into a pile in the office. It's the dumbest thing. Like, look at the day and age. Why y'all trying to keep faxes, faxes in business? I should say, fax company. They need to do something different. Anywho, and most people don't even have faxes in their house no more. We got everything is Bluetooth, so you can't fax easily. Oh my gosh. So So the previous reading, if you get a chance, it was they want to come back, but watch this first. That was the name of the reading, and it's a Saturn on that, right? Because we delved a little bit into Saturn when I first got on. That was a lie. Check that out. I want to say Spirit gave me instant confirmation of that energy by a conversation I had about a family friend. So, I had to leave, and I mentioned that to y'all in my last reading, pick up my child from work. And I had all the cards laid out, and I did the reading. So, one of the things that resonated with a conversation about a family friend was that um, a fiance of my husband's friend went to send him pictures of the baby from something we gave her. And at the birthday party last year or something like that, she wanted him to have the picture. And he called her instead, and the conversation was wow. And I heard a snippet of the conversation before I was like, he has depression. This man is not ready to make changes in his life. He's a functioning alcoholic. He lost his both of his parents and I think one of his siblings, and he's just very stuck, very stuck. So it's somebody we're gonna have to pray for, and support in what way we can, but basically encourage him to put in the work, put in the effort, and unfortunately, she's extremely frustrated, but she vented because she's hoping that that conversation will result in some sort of help. Not to gossip, just this is what I'm dealing with. I need some help. So he agreed to help her, encouraging him. He had already been doing that, but now he had a bigger picture. As a friend, he could talk to him like, listen, bruh, this is what needs to go on. You know what I mean? So we need to know, like, that. Put it this way: if you give advice during the season, try to have a full picture. Don't go off on one-sided conversations. I feel like now he has like a vantage point from both sides, which will help him give balanced advice for a friend versus what we had just only seen. And even that was telling, right? And a lot of people are going through stuff, and he needs to know he had to change. I don't worry about saying what I'm saying on this channel because none of them people are gonna watch this. They're not on my channel, so I ain't telling any business. But they yeah, it's something that needs to be worked out. And I realize it's depression. And so some people are going to experience a lot of depression. And what I was hearing is, and not so much for him, just the download I got before was the title of this video. This may be somebody's last chance or last opportunity to get it right with you. And if they don't, um, well, Spirit said they better make it their best chance. They better put in the effort and they better make it their best. So I feel like there's someone considering asking for another opportunity with you. But you have to keep your boundaries intact and make sure that they're giving you their best because they need to show you. That's what I'm getting. They need to show you that they want you and that they deserve you. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. Yeah, heart collector. This, you know what I'm getting with this previously, somebody always kept a friend. This is somebody who they break up with their ex, but then they still want to be friends with the ex. It's just like this person always wants to know somebody cares. They want that validation. They want to be able to go back if the door is open. Like they they just keep collecting hearts. So they try to maintain friendships with everybody just in case. They never know where they may land, who they might be with. This person might be in survival mode a lot, or they could just be very selfish centered and just want a lot of attention. Tell me more. They could be very handsome or gorgeous. This is what I'm saying. This person may be in survival mode and they collect hearts in the past because they never know. We got homeless here. I also get from this card when I've seen it since I got this deck, I think last week. Homeless gives me that this person is not at home with themselves, right? So they feel out in the cold with others that they don't have that opportunity with. So this person that wants a chance with you, which might be their last time, they feel homeless because they may see you as home. They're not home with themselves, but there's something about you feels like home. That's a lot, one at a time. And wherever they are, maybe some unstable energy going on. Says adversity, resilience, shelter, survival. Again, survival mode. Hope, endurance, isolation. So this person could be in hermit mode. They could be isolated where they are. This tick could be in a house for all we know. This person is just isolated. They don't talk to everybody around them. And so they're going through something and their humanity is being tested. Oh, somebody cutting energetic cords. Them or you are cutting energetic cords or detaching. They could be cutting cords from those that are around them. Because again, they feel homeless and out of your energies. Spirit said. They want to remain friends. Ooh, Captain Sage that hoe. So somebody they need to be cleansed, y'all. They need a spiritual bath. Their aura needs to shift. It needs to change. They need to Mm, they need to pray for themselves, not for anything else other than that's too many cards. They need to pray to clear their energy for growth and development. They need to change something in their environment. Then they might need to cleanse their space. Oh, that wanted to come out earlier. Gaslighter. This person is being gaslit by somebody, and they might have been a gaslighter. Tell me more. Yeah, unpredictable. Spontaneous risk taker. Yeah, I feel like this chance that somebody wants is going to come out of the blue. They're going to just show up with this. I want a chance. But they don't understand. Like, you might still love this person. I don't feel like you're out of love. Um, but you might not be in love. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you love this person, you'll probably always love them. But the love might not be the same. And there's some sort of distance, and this person might want to just show up. But Spirit said this may be the last chance if you give them one. This is for a collective energy that wants to have an opportunity with that person, that sees that it's maybe worth it or possible, or they just care enough. However, with your boundaries intact, this could be this they need to put their best foot forward. They better make their next time their best time. I keep hearing that. Mm. This person might have spiritual attachments that they need to release. Tell me more. But you definitely got boundaries with them. Peace. Yeah, this person is given Two of Pentacles. They're trying to balance and juggle a lot of different people. You are this person's peace. They really don't want to fight with you. This is given Two of Swords energy too. They kind of want a truce with you. They also would like a reconciliation. They want harmony, but they don't just want it with you. I feel like this person in the past energy wanted it with you and anybody else they were ever involved in. You can't juggle all those people like that. And this person was, I say, willing to try from what I see. Yeah, they're in love with you and they feel out in the cold. I'm in love with you. You see this? So this person is, maybe they didn't express it, Or if they did, they didn't show it. Because I'm getting that need to make a different type of effort. So whatever they showed you in the past and how they feel may have been two different things. And Spirit said they have to show you how much they really love you. And they better make this last time their best time because you may not entertain them again. Love or no love. Explosive events. Yes. So this person might blindside you, but they're getting blindsided by whoever they're trying to cut the cord from. Whoever they're trying to cut the cord from does not want to release this person. So this Saturn retrograde is going to be jolting for this person because of the different cords that they got out there, the different attachments that they have. Some are volatile and argumentative, and possibly fight scenes. All kind of stuff could happen. Oh Lord, that's who they need to sage. That's who they have the attachment with. So this person has a karmic Kelly. This says this delay, obscure, stagnant. This person stink. Misled, entangled, rotten, foul, filthy, feminine. She stink from the rooter to the tutor. She don't take good care of herself. She's very ugly. And I don't mean like physically, but she could be. But I mean like her spirit is ugly. You could feel it when she come around. You know what I'm saying? She walk with a dark energy. She has negative attachments. That's why Captain Sage Ho is really for her. But they need to sage themselves from her. They need to get her energy off of them. She is filthy. Whoever this is also brings death energy, like not the rebirth kind, the kind that makes opportunities disappear, the kind that makes friendships disappear, things like that. Like she ends things that will be good for this person. She haunts them. She's probably very smothering, all up in controlling. So they can't breathe, they can't hang out with friends, and if they do, she makes life a living hell if they go be happy somewhere else. She likes to watch things die off, mislead this person. Oh, wow. Wow. Tell me more. She likes to mislead this person. Unfinished story. Well, they're in love with you. They feel like this is an unfinished story, but they dealing with gaslighting, and they could be a gaslighter. They feel like this is not the end. As far as they're concerned, this person ain't trying to let you go. Crow, mystery, intelligent, transformation, adaptability, magic, guidance, resilience, insight, silent watcher, and good omen. What I hear is that your ancestors protect you. 1. 2, you are mysterious to this person and extremely intelligent. And you've already gone through a major transformation as in regards to this connection. That is why there is distance and boundaries here. I don't know that you watch them, or maybe you do, maybe you did, but you are very observant, is what I'm getting. So it could be that you say less and watch more when you connect with people. Like even when like somebody like this is a gaslighter, you're gonna listen to them first. You're not gonna just you did this and I don't like how you know. You're gonna just pay attention. You're gonna pay attention to what comes out their mouth. Whether it's red flags, green flags, yellow flag, it don't matter. You're going to listen to this person and you will know if they're gaslighting you to believe that y'all need another opportunity, another chance, or that they are being gaslighted. Because sometimes that's what it boils down to, is where it starts. When this person is delusional and listening to a sewer maiden that they know they need to cut ties, because that's the challenge in the lesson. That they have all these uh, bad energy cords that they know they need to cut. Meanwhile, they're in love with you because you bring them peace, and they feel homeless without you because of whoever they are or wherever they at. They do not like it. There's a lot of adversity there. They also feel I get that this person may be impoverished right now, like hungry, not eating well, not sleeping well, not bringing in enough money. You know what I mean? They may be spending more than they could bring in. They may be experiencing job loss or some sort of transition when it comes to money, and not in a good way. So this person feels homeless. Like with you, they in love with you because they were also successful with you and happy with you and peaceful with you. But with this sewer mating, they feel like they gotta sage that hole off of them. They need to purify themselves. They need to cleanse this nastiness. She got maggots and flies and God knows what else that come with her. She is very putrid. Mm-hmm. Yes. And she will create codependency because she is very needy. So if this person is impoverished and doesn't have money and also desires you, she is going batshit crazy. That's why she came out. I think. Well, she didn't come out this picture, but that energy came out. That maniac energy came out in the last reading. So because she's a nut, because God forbid he or she is able to cut the energy cords from this sewer maiden. Tell me more about the unfinished love story. Oh, she's the one that thinks this is unfinished. She know that one, they're unfinished with you, but she's gaslighting them to think that it's her that they're unfinished with. But it's toxic. She drains. She's manipulative. She's destructive. Volatile, controlling. Remember, I said she's probably smothering this person. Excuse me. Negative, suffocating, harmful. I never even read this card before. She would just take this person out with just her personality alone. Brainwash this person. Tell me more about the sewer man. Yeah, she is foul. Like she got spiritual STD. Backstabber. She is. Spirit says the more that she knows that this person wants you, she feels backstabbed. But the crazy part is she's the backstabber. So this energy is repeating itself, right? She's the type of person that has backstabbed this person, will continue to backstab this person, is extremely toxic and feels like this ain't over. So as much as this person might want you, she's like, you ain't going nowhere. And they gonna have to do more than sage to get her off of them. Literally. More than that. Yes, this is coming out again. There's 105 cards in this deck. At least that's what I think when I counted them. 105. And these same cards are starting to come back out. So she also mirrors your energy collective. She would first of all, if you look at this card, there's mirroring here, but their hands are together but not holding each other. They just look like they're together. But they're mirroring and projecting wounds back on each other. They're unhappy. They're argumentative. So if he projects, she projects, and vice versa. No one knows how to calm the situation down. Somebody might stand down, but it's not over. Like the feelings still get harbored. There's still resentment there. Tell me more. Yep. So this person is in love with an influencer. This came out in the same position. Currently, you are the only thing on this person's mind. They watch your social media. They get in your DMs. You know what I'm saying? They this person is inspired by you because of your dedication to yourself, because you're influential, that people look up to you and respect you. This person looks up to you and respects you. They see you as innovative and creative, which is something that the sewer maiden is not. She deals with her lower vibrational energy, which is nothing good. Tell me more. Yeah, this person is a sucker for love. If this is a masculine energy, which I feel like it is, this person thinks with their lower region and thinks that's love. So whoever they lay down with, they tend to fall in love with, kind of on a gullible kind of thing. Or that if somebody lays with them, that's showing them love. This is somebody who lacked love at a young age. So any certain attention, goes straight to their head, so to speak. Oh, but they burning some bridges. Okay, and maybe the bridge between you and this person is burning, and this is their last ditch effort to change to get onto the other side. Because if they don't, when this bridge finish burning, that's it. It's charcoal, and the road to rebuilding it would feel like financially it's going to be crazy. Yeah, this person is toxic, a little bit too toxic. Um, and bipolar ADHD. Your borderline personality disorder can be bipolar. It could also be narcissistic. It could be it's like what is it cluster B personality? I don't know about cluster C. There's different clusters A, B, C, and D that I saw. If there's more, I don't know, but cluster B personality, I believe, is most of those particular uh, personality disorders. Oh no 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 no! You're gonna have to wait, sir. Tell me more. Oh, I saw something pop. I'll go back. Oh, okay. So this person, when this person, they were in the hangman energy, but it's in reverse, right? In the past. So it's giving me that they saw all they needed to see and they realized you were their truth. I got a feeling that they may have collected hearts in the past, but they couldn't collect and hold yours. Okay. Some people have an uncanny ability to gaslight and talk their way in and out of situations, but they weren't able to do that with you. So it came to a realization point for them. They realized one, that you were their peace, and two, that they're a sucker for your love. Your love is sweet, like candy to this person. Okay. And they miss it. They do. And they realize who's who and what's what, Spirit said. They kind of differentiate what they've been collecting versus what they really need. Because that's why they feel homeless in the current energy. And they're in love with an influencer. So that's somebody, you have a strong influence on this person, but you also have a strong influence on others. So you have a very strong, possibly spiritual personality, but you could also be, I heard high roller. I don't know why, but I mean, take it how it resonate. But you could be somebody who just got it going on financially, and or you might be somebody who runs things like a entrepreneur of some sort. But you're more than likely in the public eye, or a lot of people look up to you and require your assistance. Oh, this person is bonded with you, so this person feels like they may be codependent on your energy, and they may also feel like they have a strong bond with you. With the devil energy, this person could be very obsessed with you, feeling like they gotta have you in their life and you are who they require. Let me cover this up with the Capricorn card. Yeah, so this person feels like they have a strong bond. This person don't want to let you go. 9 times out of 10 out, 99 out of 100, they not trying to let you go. This person feels bonded with you and they want another chance. But again, Spirit said this could be their last chance. They don't try to get it right, they don't make the effort. I don't know. So, what I'm also getting is that this person comes near you, this sewer mating can't be in their life, and that they cannot do whatever it was in the past, they're going to have to do something different. And mirroring, that ain't going to work. So what's crossing is this 3 of coins. So not only this person has to cut the energy cord with the sewer mating, but they got to stop cooperating with the energies that are connected to the sewer mating. They got to stop the mirroring or the projections that they do to one another, because this person was projecting bad behavior towards you via the experience they have with the sewer mating. Now, that was based on the way they treated you, because the sewer maiden had also had a high influence on this person. But what I'm seeing here is that the sewer maiden backstabbed them, so that influence is different now, very different. Tell me more. What is this person going to do about the sewer maiden? What's the challenge? Yeah, they breaking up with the sewer maiden. That's over. 2 cups in reverse. Whatever they backstabbed them, whatever happened, or multiple things happened with that person, they're over that sewer maiden. They let that go. So energetically, I feel like they've already ended that situation. It came out in the previous reading too. There's an energetic cord cutting that this person did. Maybe feeling less codependent with this person. They may not be talking to this person. They may not, fraternize with them much. However it is, like they don't go on dates, or they don't go on family functions no more. They don't participate directly with this person, maybe in the way they used to, because this person's in hermit mode with them. Yeah, hermit mode and 5 of coins. So this person feels out in the cold and they're impoverished. Whoever this is, this sewer maiden, they helped this person lose opportunities. They created a stagnant environment just to keep this person stuck, with them. So maybe they berate them and feel like, oh, okay, well, you're a loser. You can't do this. You can't do that. And it's impacting this person's self-esteem. But ultimately, the sewer maiden, this is by design. Like they don't want this person to have any sense of self-worth. They want them to feel out in the cold from you, from everybody, anybody that would care about them. They don't want them to have happiness. They want this person to be seen as toxic. Yeah, and they definitely don't want them to have another opportunity with you. Bottom of the deck, this person watches you all the time. The past person may watch you, and so does the sewer maiden. I feel like she watches both of you, maybe through their social media, to see if they connect, if they hang out together, if you hang out with them, or there's anything online that indicates that y'all are talking. She watches because she's smothering this person, and she's trying to drain them. Yeah, drain, control, and suffocate this person. She's extremely harmful and toxic. She got this person in a chokehold right now. And all they have to do is release her, right? And it sounds real easy to say. I know for some people it's very hard to do. But this person is going to have to make the effort to evacuate this whole thing. They're going to have to separate themselves from the sewer maiden. Hmm. They're going to have to, like, I get that the previous reading was telling me that, and I'm getting a bit of this too. They know that to leave the sewer mating is going to be a fight. They can't go easy. She's not going to allow it. Okay, it's a feminine energy, so she's not going to allow it. She will throw roadblocks left and right to stop this person. She will even get physical with this person to prevent them from moving on. So let's just say they're at the threshold of the door and trying to leave. She'll be pulling them back in the house or hitting on them, trying to get them to hit her back. This person will instigate something volatile for this person to have to fight or to be distracted from moving on. Okay. She could also be a seductress. So she might give this person things to seduce them into staying in their place. So she gaslights them and knows how to lull them back to sleep. You know what I mean? Every time they get ready to move on, she does something to coax them back to relaxation mood. So they don't make any effort. But here's the thing. The download I got said they want another chance with you. But if they don't release all this backstabbing, horrible energy from this sewer maiden, that will be their last time getting a chance from you. That will be their very last chance. Time is moving. So this person is required, Spirit said, I was about to say going to, they're required to take action if they truly want an opportunity with you. But I feel as though this person is very down on their luck financially because the sewer maiden keeps like her energy really just sucks them dry like a vampire. So you know how right, the longer it takes, the tougher the fight. They better. Your luck and your blessings are typically associated with those around you. Like you can get a that how people win the lottery and they win a whole heap of money, but then they give it out to their friends and family that just take. And next thing you know, they on one of them shows talking about this person won the lottery in 1994, and now that they in a homeless shelter because they ain't got nothing to show for it. Because everybody around them bled them dry of everything that they had. This is that sort of sewer mating kind of energy. This person could get a new job. And then the sewer maiden could argue with them every night. So they too tired to make it to work on time or perform and function in their job, right? So essentially they're sabotaging this person. They could even go further with the sabotage, but the point is they will do things with the intention to distract this person from their blessings because they don't want this person to have self-worth, get on their feet and leave them because they know this sewer maiden does not feel good enough for this person, so they're so intimidated by that they just want to control the person. Meanwhile, your person is focused on you. Like their goal, their everything is focused on you. The thing is, they're in page energy. So they're just watching you, not really sure what to do, wanting you, feeling attached to you in some way, feeling homeless where they are. Um, but they need to step into at minimum king energy to show you what they're made of. And this person is still dealing with the hurt of this maiden because they gotta get this attachment off them. That's why it's Captain Sage that hole. Also, I feel like this person thought they could sage this maiden and change her. They thought, oh, so Spirit said they thought they could make her you. They thought that if the way you treated them, they could give her some of that energy and she would shift and morph into you because she's already a mirror. But it didn't work out like that because she's very ugly inside. This person hasn't gotten any help. They do have worthiness issues because all she's doing is tearing them down. This doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a mother and child relationship. A mother who is not fit to be a mother will tear her child down, will be jealous of her child, will see their worth and make sure that they don't see their worth. Everybody else could see it, but this person won't see their worth because she don't value them. She could be extremely toxic. So it doesn't have to be um a love relationship, but it's an ugly type of energy for somebody to experience. And maybe you came into their life as their first true love, really, and showed them. Because, America, I don't know about other countries. I'm gonna speak on America. We like to believe, society likes to believe that all mothers are innately good and that they all love their children and they all show up for them. When some come to seek and destroy it because of how miserable they are. So their first true love should be a mother, whether it's male or female. That's who it should be. But sometimes, unfortunately for the child that chose to come through that portal didn't come with any love. They are not capable of it. Whether it's the mother or the father, they're just not capable of showing love. They don't have the tools. It was taken from them probably fairly early in life. So by the time you get to them, you realize they don't have the ability to give you what it is that you need. But the problem is when it comes to a mother and child energy, the child will usually continue to fight either lifelong or for a very long time. And sometimes when they fight, they dig their heels in so deep that they lose and lose and lose, but they don't stop trying with the mom or the dad. It don't matter. The parent, I would say. They don't stop. Some do, okay, but majority don't. And I had this download earlier today and I was like, I don't know. And I was coming out anyway. So I have several people in my life, several, including myself, who have attempted to love somebody who wasn't our biological child, right? I will actually say I love a couple people like that. But when the biological parent is actually involved in somebody's life and they are toxic, they do create something within that child. And a social worker said to me, they go one or two ways. Either the child might grow up to hate that parent and despise them enough to not want anything to do with them because they realize how harmful the parent is, or they will go to the ends of the earth for that parent to the point where they will put themselves in harm's way for that parent. That's what this type of sewer maiden wants. She wants to destroy whoever this is. So if this is a mother, feminine energy, male. Listen, I don't really get into genders as much, on my channel. I don't really care. But whoever the parent figure is and their feminine energy, because some men can be very much in their feminine energy, and it's a very ugly thing to see. To the point where if they're not caring, nurturing, understanding, they could be more witchy, and I'm trying not to use the other word. So whoever in their feminine energy, that's really disgusting because a lot of times if it's a man in this sewer maiden energy, it's because they learn something from a feminine in their energy, right? So it kind of works like the mother can poison the son can poison their children, the children get poisoned. You know what I mean? Like it's a generational thing. And regardless of who it comes from, when it's in this space right here, the child has to make a decision. Do I stick with this foul mouth, harmful parent, right? And stay loyal to them and give to them and lose opportunities in this lifetime. Because remember, before we get here, before we incarnate, we choose our parents. Not everybody believes that, but I do. We choose our parents for the experiences we came to learn. So when they came here, they may have thought, I can handle this parent. Can you? Because some of these sewer maidens are so manipulative, and they'll use their position, meaning this type of person will abuse their power over their child to get what it is that they want. This will be a single parent. Doesn't have to be. It could be a married parent, but it could be a single parent who wants to make a pseudo husband, or it could be it could be a mother who's jealous of her daughter. Like it's that kind of parent that just comes to seek and destroy because they're not happy within, and they use the misery from others to feed their ego, to feed that missing heart. Okay. And they don't care that they backstab their children. They don't care that they make them lose opportunities. They don't care about any of that. And it takes a lot for a child to heal. So what I was saying earlier about several people I know, many people I know, unfortunately, that have tried to love, excuse me, and I know I need to say that because my throat trying to close up, have tried to love a child that's not theirs, have ended up not in speaking terms with that child to this day. After one, a lifetime of love, or some, a short while, it didn't matter. And I'm not talking about people who have adopted and have a good relationship. Nope. I'm not talking about those who foster a kid and was getting paid. No, I'm talking about somebody that saw a need in a child and tried to fulfill that need, only to find out that that vice grip with that parental bond, that energy cord that needs to be cut. If that child is not willing to cut that cord, anything that person that wants to love them does usually does not flourish. Usually there's no blessings from that, because that child will choose to stick with this sewer maiden type energy because they want to change that parent. They want to flip it. They want to be the one. And they end up basically gaslighting themselves because, one, they were already gaslighted. So it's easy to not believe and trust their own intuition, right? Because that's already been destroyed by somebody like that. And then they kind of give themselves a delusion. Well, Spirit is saying that when I told y'all about the Neptune energy and this Saturn retrograde energy, all that is about to implode for anybody that's thinking that they can hold on to these toxic relationships, whether it's parental, whether it's a romantic, or even friendships. You're not going to be able to hold on to these relationships. Watch how this year plays out, because the backstabbing that people are going to feel from this sewer maiden type energy is going to be like none other. It's going to be on a next level. This is the type of energy that you let get away with so much. You think that, and what I found is that people who are a victim of narcissism tend to think, oh, that, I already know what they're like. They ain't going to do that. And they top themselves every single time. So much so you got to say to a person, what did you think was going to happen? If they've already done all of these things and you still associate with them, what could you possibly think that they weren't going to do? And I don't know what psychologically that's called or exactly what that is to describe it, but it's something that I found with victims of narcissism, is that they will sit like a sitting duck. And she got that card in here too. They will sit like a sitting duck thinking the narc has done the worst they could possibly do, only for that narc to get worse, because they gonna top themselves. They in competition with themselves, okay? And they are going to go the extra mile to make somebody's life miserable because you won't move. The only time you can get a narc to have any what semblance of respect is when you walk away and you stay away. And you stay away. Because when they can't gaslight you no more, when they can't penetrate your boundaries or go beyond that, when you put your foot down and you don't allow them past your boundaries, because the boundaries are for you, not them. When you stand up for yourself, you not get into arguments, you go no contact, you go live your life and you be happy, then and there's nothing they can do, that's the only way to defeat them. This person knows that they are mirroring wounds maybe that this narcissist put on them, whether it's a relationship, like I said, romantic or family. Okay. But they know they're cutting the cords, meaning they're detaching. That's what's happening now. That's what's going to continue to happen. So this is not an overnight process. This is not I don't feel like this is an epiphany. Then the cords are cut and then everything's good. No, because the likely outcome is still toxicity and that this is not over. But if they want you in their life, I don't see you dealing with any of this toxicity, right? So if you're not dealing with it, then the next time they come toward you asking for an opportunity, a time, it may be their last time if they don't come correct. Because all of this here is very heavy. And somebody who values their peace because they know from past energy you were their peace. They knew you were the peace. You were the ceasefire. Because when they were around you, they didn't have all this volatility. This person knows who you are. Let me read your comments. Reparent themselves. Yep, it's hard because you have to maintain maturity while holding on to your young. Whew, that's a lot. The idea that blood is thicker than water is harmful too. Yes, it's a thought hole. I never heard that before, but that's cool. That's a cool statement. Please, thank you. It's exactly what is needed. Everyone getting an overdue tower. Yep. Listen, you can't be a sitting duck with energy like this. You know, man, I had to learn as somebody who reads, right? Whether I read or not, I just read energy too, whether I'm picking up a card or not. So a person, a friend or associate or whatever, I could meet somebody and just have a conversation and I hear the answers and I hear the excuses. I hear it all. And I try to explain to people what I see. Okay. Um, but a lot of times people are severely gaslighted into thinking that they got time to deal with the narcissist. They got time. They can still go get opportunities while dealing with the narcissist. It don't work like that. This person will find a way, some way to undermine you. They will not release easily. Now, if they release you, 9 times out of 10 is because they're discarding you before you can discard them. But in the meantime, they'd rather collect your heart, meaning they'll discard you with the idea that they could come back and pick you up wherever they left off. Okay? Somebody has to get away from this toxic soup of nonsense. And Spirit says they feel out in the cold from you. And you know what? I really get that this is a not my monkey, not my circus type of deal where you're just not falling for, waiting on this person or fighting for this person or doing anything extra. And like I said, with the people I know that have tried to love somebody else's child, will say that wasn't, born from them. Matter of fact, I know some that have like they have a step like not step parent, they can't even co-parent with the parent that is the narc, right? And so there's a lot of undoing, a lot of reprogramming when it comes to the child. So that, like, for example, the one parent has the child, let's say they have full custody or 50-50 or something like that. But the child spends more time with one parent and less time with the other. So when they do go have those excursions with the other parent, the parent that has them the most has to now reparent them or reprogram them from whatever they experienced when they were with that other parent who's constantly doing damage, who's constantly counter parenting the main parent that's maybe loving and nurturing and caring. So there's a lot that goes into it. Um, but I see people being sitting ducks, allowing things to happen. So what I was saying is I had to learn that I just deliver the message. I might be vehement about it, like you gotta do this, this is da 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 da. But it's up to that person to see the harm that is happening to their child. It's up to that person to protect their child. And if it's you, it's up to you to protect yourself and not be a sitting duck for somebody, not allowing them to play in your face or, like I said, harm a child. You are responsible for that child. And then eventually that child has to reparent and be responsible for themselves from the trauma that they experience. It doesn't just go away when you separate them because some damage is done. I have a good friend who she convinced the mother not to have an abortion. Then she partially raised the child, right? Only for the child to grow up ungrateful for her, not showing gratitude. She would take care of her as if she was her child. And this girl, mm, 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 mm. This girl had to be reminded to say thank you, or acknowledge that she received something, or it's just weird to me. Like, how do you not thank the person that gave you the most love? How do you not show gratitude? But that toxic parent is all it took. She literally had to convince the mother to not abort her. But that child is always wanting to find a way to get her mother's love. Another one, oh my God, I ain't even gonna go into all the stories, but it was another female, similar situation. Her teacher became her mentor, became her second mother from the age of 7 when they met. And at the age of 18, the mother was the one who actually dropped her off at the teacher's house and was like, she your problem now, thinking that the girl was gonna come right back. She ended up helping this girl get her bachelor's. Did she get an associate? I don't know. I know she ended up getting her bachelor's. And because the girl was damaged, especially by the mom, she didn't go to any therapy, because she kept saying she wasn't ready. All this time as a friend, I'm thinking, oh yeah, she got this handled. They're going to therapy. They're going to see what she needs, right? No, I found out, here's this, all 4 years later, before the 5th year, they hadn't gone to therapy until the 5th year. By that time, so much damage had been done within their relationship deteriorating to the point where, this girl is exhibiting the behavior that her mom did to her pseudo mom, right? Her mentor. And it damaged the relationship with that. It ended up being an ultimatum and she had to leave. She had to leave. She was like, you got to go. And she went back to her family. Not her mom, so to speak, but I think aunts and whomever. I don't know. But it got too toxic for the two of them to stay connected because of the way the child is behaving. And the fact that she didn't get that therapy. I don't know that therapy would change everything. But I do know that there needed to be some sort of effort to work on herself. And there was none. Right? All because she had a sewer maiden as a parent. Filthy, rotten, foul, delusional, decay, obscure. And I do not know how that child is doing right now. She's an adult. I think she's like 24, I want to say. I think around that age. But whatever the case may be, she was going to the therapist, gaslighting the therapist, acting like a victim, calling out of work, all because her parent wounds ran so deep that the toxicity couldn't be easily broken. It was so ingrained, and it permeated through her relationships. Every child doesn't automatically turn out like that, but a good amount can, because this toxic maiden is doing everything in their power to not see their child happy. So they're damaging them knowing full well what they're doing. I think, yeah, I believe that, and this is my personal opinion, is that um their therapy should have been group therapy, family therapy. Another friend of mine was saying how her therapist, one of her therapists, quit, not them per se, but quit the practice and moved over to family practice because she said that this individualized therapy with the children wasn't working well, that the families needed to be involved. Why? Because you're giving them techniques, you send them back home, and only for a parent to be the perpetrator or the problem or not understand what the child should be doing. So it needed to be more of a group method versus an individualized method. So I just kept saying, you maybe you should go. You really need to go to therapy. And she kind of was like lax about it, and then it got toxic, and then they had to separate ways. So it's really hurtful to love someone that can't love you back or doesn't know how. They know how to chase, they know how to perform, they know how to people please. You know what I mean? But they don't know how to love back. And when you know how to love and you can't get that reciprocated, eventually it becomes resentment and hurt and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know that these relationships have been repaired. I'm only telling you from past that I know. Um, if I was them children, though, I would work to repair the relationship with my mentee. I mean, my mentor. You know what I'm saying, or the person that mothered me. I would try to repair that because that's invaluable. Personally, I had a stepmom who died early when I was only 22. She passed away, and I had a decent relationship with her, a really good one actually. But I feel like I lost too much time to show her as an adult how much she meant to me. So it's kind of hard watching these type of children not understand when you have love versus going toward all that doesn't love them or sticking with what doesn't love them. It is hard to watch something like that. But you at some point have to draw your own boundaries to protect yourself because you can also get traumatized by this toxicity, especially when they become young adults and start exhibiting the same behavior as the sewer mating, and they start practicing that on you. That disturbs your peace. So at some point in time you got to put your foot down and say, no, 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 this we're not going to be doing that. Love you, but I gotta love me more. Right. And that's what the sewer maiden does. Just enough to keep you from walking away. And I'm gonna go back to what I was saying about the animals, and I was talking to somebody about that today. In the previous reading, I was mentioning, sometimes readers we tend to focus on the love relationships, the intimacy, but every relationship is not that. Sometimes it is family, sometimes it is work, right? Well, then it's not necessarily a baby or a child involved per se. It could be somebody locking you down with an animal or something like that, right? So they give you a puppy and say, name the puppy and love the puppy. And then when you want to leave the relationship, well, that's my dog. Well, that's my dog. And then y'all arguing over an animal like a child. Similar with a cat, it don't matter what the animal is. It's the point that it can be used as a tool to lock you in a situation that you've outgrown, that you need to cut the cords from, that you need to release yourself from. Yes, siblings too. Yup. An older sibling, you're right. Parentified siblings tend to think that they need to stick around. I have a friend, excuse me, associate rather. She was explaining to me how I met her mother before I met her. And when I found out who her mother was, I was kind of like, really? I didn't know she had a child as old as her. Well, the mother was so toxic that she was raised by her grandmother, but the mom was still involved, right? Because a lot of times grandparents release the children back to the parents and back and forth type of thing. But she had other siblings, and it had gotten so bad when she said 18. She said I couldn't take it no more. I was old enough. She said I had to go on my own. She said I explained to my siblings that I love you, but I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't take it here. 'Cause if I do, I might die here or whatever she said. She just said I can't stay here anymore. Right. So some people get the courage, sibling or no sibling, they gotta go. And then some of them end up bringing their siblings with them because I can't leave you behind. So it not maybe not immediately, but they may come back for them and saying, if you want to leave, I got a space for you. Some do, some don't, some can, some can't. You know. Yep. And a lot of times the siblings see things differently. If there's a pecking order, there may be a black sheep, there may be a golden child, somebody in between. And everybody has a different vantage point of who got it best, who didn't get it best, who was a victim, who wasn't a victim. And it all depends on how they perceive the whole situation. But the parent will use, or I should say the sewer maiden, because they don't have to be a parent, will use other methods to hold on. So there becomes multiple energetic cords. It's not just the relationship between them and the sewer maiden. That might even be easy. But it's did you buy me a pet and make me take care of it? Did you make me parentify to my siblings? Or did you make me take care of an elder in the house? And then if I leave, I'm the only one that's going to take care of that elder. You get what I'm saying? Like it puts you in a situation that you feel you can't go. 9 times out of 10, they will be just fine. And yes, some bad things could potentially happen, but they don't have to. It might make them do something different, but most people get the anxiety and the fear in their mind that they got to do it a certain way, or if it's not them, it won't get done because that's what's the seed that's been planted by that sewer meter. So it's a very, very unhealthy dynamic that somebody has going on, and they're having a hard time surrendering. Surrendering just fell out in reverse. And that's the main thing they need to do is surrender this connection, no matter what type it is. Surrender the connection. If it's a career, you need to go look for another job, or you might need to quit and take your chances elsewhere. All I know is this requires surrendering, or the toxicity will continue as unfinished business, right? This sewer maiden wants to finish somebody. So she feel like she ain't done. She's not done draining that person. She's not done breaking their opportunities down. She's not done harming them. She's not done. If this person doesn't take the chance to move on their own. Yeah, this person might have been in denial. Well, let me tell you something. If they in denial, if anybody's in denial, it's the sewer maiden. However, if your person has any form of denial, and I feel like I said, they could be a sitting duck. So if they're a sitting duck energy, meaning not making a move, thinking that the sewer maiden has gone as far as they could possibly go and can't get worse, well, guess what? They're getting ready to get woken up from that denial. This Neptune energy and this Saturn retrograde energy is about to shift their perspective. It's about to wipe clean the glass. They're going to see clearly now. It's going to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Matter of fact, oh, I got the perfect scenario. And I don't know if this is a cultural tale or somebody made it up. But today I went to a film festival because my group submitted 3 for my other business, right? So I go, we sit down, we watch, and there's short films. I guess most of them are about 2 minutes long, 3. And this one was in a different language. I don't know what language, but they had subtitles, right? So it was a mother and son that lived in the woods, and they had a great relationship. And as they were in the woods gathering whatever they were gathering, a snake appeared. And then that snake, the mother saw the snake. The son might have seen it, but it morphed into a very pretty woman, like this sewer maiden, right? And she struck up a relationship with the son, and he fell in love. And the mother was like, "Uh oh, I see this. I see where this is going." So the snake woman, was invited into the house by the son, and she was starting to take advantage of the son. This was really quick, but it was good. And the mother went over to this box where she had these sticks bundled up with a skull on it. And it said, break in case of emergency. So apparently, there was a family heirloom that was magical. And it was made for, future generations if they needed that magic to tap into it. So she did. And it made um, the snake woman go into ashes, and then she reformed into a snake. But then she got her power back and reformed into a woman. She has such a control over the man or the son that she banished the mother out. So she was able to banish it, and he grabbing onto that snake, uh watched her do it, knowing that she was foul, knowing that this was his mother and how much this mother loved him. So she went out to find the what they call it, the tree god, or the forest god. That's what she called it. So she goes out and she gets to the area where she sees him. Now it's a very foul looking thing with like it was drooling. It was a very ugly animation, right? So she asked for help, and he said, "Oh, okay, I'll see what I can do. I'll come up with a plan." So then the light of day hit, and she looked around, and there were skulls everywhere, where human skulls. And then she started like taking the whole situation and like, wait a minute. And then she looked on the trees, and this same snake energy had pictures of her wrapped around all these other men that she had taken advantage of. And then she saw the picture of her son. And all of a sudden, that bundle of sticks that she had fell out of her pocket. When she went a few feet, she saw that they had her son wrapped up in a tree, dangling him over a fire, and that tree god, or the forest god, was salivating, ready to eat him, because that snake woman had made him a sacrifice. I can't make this up. It was so good. So then the mother, realizing she still had that bundle of sticks that were magical, threw it into the fire. The fire blew high, burnt up the snake, and burnt up that tree god or whatever. And then eventually her son, he must have went into the air and came back with those ropes on him, and he falls to the ground and begs for his mother's forgiveness, because he betrayed his mother over the charm of the sewer maiden slash snake woman. The shit was deep, y'all. It was deep, because she broke up that relationship to sacrifice that man, and he went with it. So he was in denial. He allowed her to abuse his mother, but the mother fought hard and threw a charm to save his life. And then it ended with letting you know that these powers don't just disappear; they can reform into something else. Deep, 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 deep. Uh-oh. Bottom of the deck, imagination. Somebody's in their head about all the things that they've been losing from not cutting these cords when they could have, not taking chances when they should have. Tell me more. Oh, yeah, and they were worry energy. So she keeps this person worried. She keeps them worried. And change. That's the only thing that's going to do anything, save this whole situation, is change. That will bring this person success. They have to change. That's the end of the story. That's the beginning and the end. If this person don't change their ways, if they don't get out of their own way, if they don't grow up, if they don't mature, if they don't get disciplined, if they don't find therapy, whatever they need to get their mind right, if they don't strategies, it don't even have to be therapy. It could be strategies on how to change. It need to be something, because this is their last chance. to make, and they better make a strong effort. Is what I heard. They better make it their best efforts. Is what I heard. I know. I wish I. You know what? I know roughly around the time we sat in that film festival. I'm gonna look it up. Because if it's on YouTube, I want to share it. That was deep. It was deep because again, it reflects on how I was saying the mothers or the mentee mentor type of relationships were good for the children, but they chose the sewer maiden because of all her gaslighting, all her delusional energy. They chose her instead. Every situation doesn't necessarily work out like that, but all the ones that I know and the ones I personally experienced, they chose the sewer maiden. You know, even my own, they chose the sewer maiden, and children to have better than her. She don't want a mate to have better than her. She don't want a worker to have better than her. So yep, that's the reading. I appreciate everybody coming to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your subs. I do appreciate it. I noticed that they went up a little bit, so keep them coming. I appreciate it. Keeps the channel going. Monica, you up for another one around in an hour? That'd be the last one because I don't know that it will show my notification. And we could do that as a live donation reading. If anyone wants me to read their energy, we could do that. You let me know if you want to. You can text me or let me know, whatever. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming. Yeah, she know they gonna leave. It's easier, like I said, she created a lot of energetic cords that need to be cut because cutting her would be easier. Just that one-on-one relationship would be easier than cutting all the entanglements that she created for this person. So anyway, take it how it resonates, y'all. Thanks for coming to the channel. Love you guys.